So what's money? Well, according to Investopedia, money is an intangible concept. However, currency is a physical, tangible manifestation of the non-physical concept of money. Money can be considered as numbers, while currency can be regarded as things such as paper banknotes, coins, credit or debit cards. During this video, we will use the word money and currency interchangeably to avoid confusion. Let me add, money, or rather the value of money, depends on the importance that the people place on it. So, if the majority of people no longer value the money being used, then guess what? The currency representing such money decreases. So, power to the people, okay? The history of money. The history of money reflects the progression of human civilization and the need for medium of exchange. For nearly 5,000 years, money has been part of the human history. But before the use of money prehistoric times, the bartering system was used. This meant that people were able to barter or negotiate when exchanging goods and services directly. Example, a farmer who needed horseshoes for his horses may go into negotiation with a blacksmith. The farmer may offer the blacksmith 2 chickens and a sheep for some horseshoes. Both parties would have to believe that they were receiving a good deal within the exchange. The bartering system had its flaws, such as dependency on mutual needs. Both parties would need to have mutual desire for each other's goods, otherwise the transactions will not take place. Complexity of matching people's needs, which can be time consuming. Absence of standardized value. Without a common unit of measurement for value, transactions were subjective and prone to disputes. Divisibility issues. Some goods were not easily divisible without losing their value or functionality. Transportation challenges. Some goods were difficult to transport or to store. As time progressed, during ancient civilization, commodity money was used as transactional medium. Examples of commodity money used were shells, salt, beads, or any other items that could not easily be reproduced. Thanks to commodity money, people no longer needed to participate in one-on-one bartering. They could use commodity money as an exchange for goods or services. Additionally, the person receiving the commodity money would then be able to use the commodity money received for future transactions. Commodity money served its purpose effectively until the increasing complexity of society required more sophisticated means of exchange. Something to add. For money to be valuable, there needs to be a scarcity of it. The less of it there is, the more valuable it becomes, thus introducing the use of gold and silver. Although still a form of commodity money, these precious metals were harder to come by and difficult to produce, therefore making them a great form of medium of exchange. Additionally, gold and silver had durability and possessed inherent value depending on the metal's property. The utilization of precious metals as commodity money eventually evolved into the practice of coin minting. In 600 BC, it is said that the Lydian king Alyattes minted what is to be believed the first official currency, the Lydian stater. Lydia is a region located in modern-day Turkey. The coins themselves were made from electrum, a mixture of gold and silver, and were stamped with pictures that acted like denominations. Thanks to the pictures, people could easily determine the value of the coin by looking at the picture on the face of the coin. Although it is believed that the first coins were minted in Lydia, this may not be the case. During recent excavations of the remains of Gangjuan, an ancient city in China's eastern Henan province dating back to 770 BC, archaeologists have discovered the oldest known coin mint, which dates back further than the Lydian stater. Around 770 BC, back then, the Chinese made and minted miniature shovel-shaped bronze coins and then progressed to making circular coins. The use of paper money began in 1200 AD. This is the time China moved from coin money to paper money. The European banks began using paper notes in 1600 AD. According to Investopedia, the first paper currency issued by the European government was first issued by the colonial governments in North America. Due to shipments between European and North American governments taking so long, colonies will often run out of money, so they will use IOUs as currency between the colonial governments. In 1870, this is when the golden standard was established. This meant that currency printing was permitted based on the amount of gold a country had in their reserves. The transition to paper money has brought us to the economy that we have today. The shift facilitated international trade and banking. Ruling classes started purchasing currencies from other nations and created the first currency market. However, competition between competing countries led to currency wars, where countries would try to drive up or drive down the currency of their competitors, making their rivals' goods too expensive to buy or reducing their competitors' buying power. Countries have even been known to make efforts to eliminate the currency of their rivals completely. Okay, now that we've gone through the brief history of money, when I was younger, I was told that money was everything. It was the most important thing next to breathing. Around me, I saw people spend their whole life pursuing money, spending time away from family, lying, cheating, stealing, killing, and selling out their own people for money, risking their freedom for money. Then someone asked me, "Do you know what rich people value the most?" I responded, "Money, duh." The individual said no. Poor people value money. That's why they spend their whole life trying to get it. Rich people value time. That is why they hate people wasting their time. They make money work for them by investing in assets, producing products worth purchasing, creating jobs, providing services, forming systems that generate money in some cases, even while they sleep. Rich people focus on how they can use money to make more money so that they do not have to spend their limited time on earth working to get money. Anyway, after receiving this information, I was dumbfounded. Time is more important than money. There are two quotes by Alex Chow, founder of AC Ventures and author of Investor and Entrepreneur. The first quote goes, "Time is incredibly treasured among the wealthy because it's a defined resource." The second quote goes, "The amount of time you have is so finite that it should force you to question everything you do and everything you believe." End quote. Have a look at his LinkedIn blog post, which is Why Rich People Value Time Over Money. There is a part where he breaks down the days we have on earth, and it's interesting, especially when he takes into account the time we use to sleep, go to school, general leisure time, and the time we use to work. You realize quickly, truly time is an important yet finite asset. If time is more important than money, why work? Shouldn't you spend your limited time doing whatever you love, finding and doing your purpose, exploring the many beauties of the world, spending your finite time with the ones you love, not at a workplace you hate, with work colleagues you can't stand, wasting time at work parties and get-togethers? Yet, the thing is that you need money to operate in this world, to travel, to clothe, house and feed yourself, to fund your purpose, and to afford to have leisure time with your loved ones, going on trips, making memories, and financially supporting them if required. So I guess with the dilemma of needing money, but still wanting to make the most out of the finite time on earth, the solution must be financial freedom. There are many definitions of financial freedom, but I'm going to use the one I found on Wikipedia. Financial freedom is a state where an individual or a household has accumulated sufficient financial resources to cover its living expenses without having to depend on active employment or work to earn money in order to maintain its current lifestyle. In addition, rather than being defined as not having to work at all, financial independence should be described as achieving freedom to the extent that a person can make their own choices to accomplish what matters the most to them without having to worry about earning money or not having enough money. The individual has transformed their relationship with money to make better financial choices. In other words, becoming financially literate. There are many books and numerous resources online that provide information on gaining financial independence. Many talk about setting financial goals, budgeting, paying off outstanding debts, investing in the stock market, crypto, saving, side hustles for those who have found their passion, using such passion to generate income. What I will say, and this is a quote from The Humble Penny, which is a YouTube channel, and they also have a website. They talk about finances, and it's a great resource to gain financial literacy. The quote goes, "The path to financial independence is a path of purpose. It requires sacrifice, perseverance, in order to design a life that works for you." So what are you saying, Axe? Work is bad and having a job is pointless? No, work or a job can be a stepping stone to financial freedom. You can develop necessary hard and soft skills that can improve you as a person, and then you can use these skills for your own business if you ever decide to start one. By working in a job that you do not like, you can learn the value of money and use the money wisely since you have put blood, sweat and tears to earn it. You can use the money from your job to save or invest in the stock market or find other means to make your money work for you. You can invest in yourself by going on courses to learn new skills or attend events that you can network with people who can assist you on your financial independence journey. Grant Cardone said, "Your network determines your net worth." All in all, I'm not saying working is bad. Slow money is better than no money. And there are some people who love their job. It provides them with all they want. There's nothing wrong with having a job, because at the same time, running your own business or being an entrepreneur is not easy. It's possible, but not easy. However, still, there's no harm becoming financially literate and finding ways to put your money to work while working a job, rather than just leaving it in a savings account. Nevertheless, the choice is yours. What I would say though, is that once I was made aware about how the rich value time and how little time we have and how real and permanent death is, my perception on life changed. I've seen hardworking people get financially battered with various bills, taxes, or made redundant after giving their best years to their workplace. Even worse, I've seen a man give 35 years to his workplace, retire with a pension that's not enough to live off, and still get taxed by the government. In some cases, people get to retirement age and die before they even enjoy their pension. With all this in mind, I said to myself, Anks, you need to get out. Financial independence or die trying, because the alternative is scarcely worth contemplating. But what did I know? I'm just a cartoon.